Hello now. It's time for me to put some spring onions in, and I've chosen to put them in this little bed here against the shed. Now, the variety I'm growing is Spring Onion Guardsman, and the reason for that is because I've grown lots of different varieties of spring onion over the years, but not very many of them were successful. In fact, all of them produced very disappointing crops, really, whatever I did, whichever variety it was, until I grew Guardsman last year. And that was a really fantastic crop. So I sowed it again later in the year, and I'll pull that green bit out in a second. And again, really fantastic crop, and I don't really understand why that would succeed and others didn't. But there we go, and I think that's a testament to the phrase, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again, because we kept trying with different varieties and then it worked out. So as you can see, I've just I've dug the soil over, levelled it off with a rake. Didn't get all the stones off, but that doesn't matter too much. If the odd one gets blocked or something, I'm not going to worry about it. And as you can see, I've just been using my Dutch hoe to create a line. Some people, what they do is they get two wooden sticks and they tie some twine round, and they tighten the twine. They put one stick at one end, the other stick at the other end, to prove that they're doing it in a straight line. I don't particularly care too much about that, so I haven't bothered, but there we are. Now, Spring Onion Guardsman is a fairly hardy variety, which is why I'm able to sow it fairly early in the season. It can put up with a fair bit of cold, so I'm just putting 2 or 3 seeds every couple of inches or so, very roughly. I suppose about the distance that a spring onion would take up. And I'm just going to do this all the way along the line, and then if 2 or 3 seeds per station come through, then I shall obviously thin them. And the great thing about spring onions is you can also eat the thinnings, of course, and they make quite a good salad accompaniment. Right, so I'm just very gently putting the soil back over the top of the row with this draw hoe. And so Spring Onion Guardsman, I would highly recommend it if you've been having trouble with your spring onions or something like that, trouble getting them to germinate. Then give this a go. I mean, maybe it won't work this year, I don't know, maybe it'll be back to not working, maybe it was just something about the weather last year. made it a good year for growing spring onions, I don't know, but they even grew well in containers as well, which I was quite surprised about. And I'm doing this quite slowly because it's quite hard to do with one hand. But there we are. I shall just firm those in as well, very, very gently, without wanting to move the seeds at all. There we are, and that was 100 seeds, by the way. So this is roughly a 6-foot row, and I'd say 100 seeds is quite good for 6 feet, if you're wondering how many to buy or anything. So there we are. Thanks very much for watching the Garden Report Tumblr. The link to it is in the description box down below, and I'll be back tomorrow with another vlog. Bye.